The Final Four is just ahead. Semifinals for Quiz Kids right now.
It's the Bay Area Quiz Kids. Brought to you by the San Mateo Credit Union, Kaiser Permanente, and Samtrans. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you so much. Welcome. We are just 2 games away from our big championship. Great prizes to give away. And as always, we're here with our mighty judge, Mr. Frank Saboti. So let's meet our first team, the Mission San Jose Warriors. Hi, guys. Kirk Jing, ever the intellectual.
Yep.
You have decided to explore a new realm.
As a literary connoisseur.
As a literary connoisseur.
Twilight.
The great Stephanie Meyer's quadrology, Twilight.
Exactly.
What did you want to say about that?
It's an interesting book.
You were on the first one?
Well, no, I'm actually rereading it.
You're rereading it. Have you read the others?
Yeah.
So you're not even starting. You are actually an unabashed fan. Probably have chosen between Jacob and Edward yourself.
I'm Team Jacob.
You're Team Jacob all the way. I'm with you. Warm-blooded, a little furry. It's perfect.
I know.
Well, good. You enjoy the books? Mm-hmm. Good for you.
I didn't say they were good, but they're interesting.
They're interesting. Yeah. Maybe they'll do well. You never know. Mm-hmm. Youngjun Na, you've been very involved in watching soccer, the World Cup and all that.
Yeah.
But some disappointing news for you, I guess.
So Manchester United played this week and they won, but because they lost the previous game, they're not going to go through the next round of Champions League. And yes, it was very sad.
That's like a kick in the pants, isn't it? I'm sorry. Is there any team that you're going to root for now to go to the end?
Barcelona.
Okay. Well, good luck there. And good luck to Barcelona for your sake.
I hope so.
Dawei Lu. You're a big NCAA fan, and you had a very exciting moment there. You actually got to go to Duke for the finals.
Yeah, I was at Duke during the last game and during the after ceremony, and it was pretty amazing. Like, I cheered and rooted for Duke with the students, and when the team came back, I saw the team, got the signature.
You got your shirt signed.
Yeah, I have Mike Krzyzewski's signature and some of the seniors too. Excellent,
excellent, good for you. Well, what a bunch of jocks we got here, and of course the Twilight fan. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Jeffrey Lee. All right, Warriors, we're going to play the collaboration round, and as you know, you have to give me a correct answer to 7 questions. Give me all 7 correct answers. You'll score an extra 30 points and earn 100 points for your team. Sorry, you can choose from 3 categories. Here's the pitch: Stairmasters and Book 'em.
Book 'em.
Book 'em, all right. I have a tickle in my throat, so I apologize in advance. Many U.S. presidents have written books either before or after holding office. I'll name the book. You name the president, okay? Here's the first one. The Audacity of Hope.
Barack Obama.
That's right for 10. An American Life.
You want to guess Russia?
Reagan. Okay. Reagan.
That is correct. Profiles in Courage.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is Roosevelt.
Roosevelt? Which one? Teddy?
Teddy.
Teddy Roosevelt?
No, it was John F. Kennedy.
Right. I said John F. Kennedy.
Say it louder.
Okay, after the battle, you see, this is why you should practice more sports. Boxing, wrestling. An hour before daylight, memories of a rural boyhood.
Harry Truman or Jimmy Carter?
Harry Truman.
Harry Truman? Harry Truman?
Jimmy Carter. Yeah. R.N.
Richard Nixon.
Sure.
Yeah,
That's right, for 10. A Time to Heal.
Sounds like something like...
It's like after Civil War.
Yeah.
Gerald Ford.
Correct.
Okay, nice.
And finally, My Life.
Bill Clinton.
What a life he lived. Bill Clinton is right. That scores you 60 points. Congratulations, gentlemen. We'll be right back and meet the other team after these messages. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Let's say hello to last year's champions, back in the Final Four, the Bellarmine Bells. Nikhil Desai, the Bellarmine guys do a lot of Quiz Bowl stuff, and they just did. I'm going to talk to you in a minute. Once again, we've just switched things around. Ankit Agarwal, you guys have been here a lot, so we're going back a little ways, but a couple years ago, you took a nice trip to Australia.
Yes, we had a very eventful trip. We went to a couple places in particular. First, we stayed 4 days in the largest city in Australia, Sydney, and we went from there to many other surrounding areas, and it was a nice urban stay. But then we also had a 9-day stay in the resort town in Queensland known as Cairns, and we got to do things like snorkel by the Great Barrier Reef and take a cable car over the tropical rainforest. It was a
really
lot
do
of
a
fun.
travel log for Australia. I mean, I've been listening and I'm thinking, I'm starting to visualize the whole thing. It sounds like a great trip. Good
was.
for you. Nikhil Desai, the Quiz Bowl's been doing very well. The quiz team's been doing very well, and you went to the Nationals.
Well, we actually went to what is called the West Coast Invitational down in LA. It is actually hosted by a bunch of Southern California college Quiz Bowl teams like UCLA, UCSD, and UC Irvine.
So were you playing college teams or playing
No, we were playing other high school teams, especially a lot of Southern California is like becoming one of the hot spots of Quiz Bowl nowadays, in addition to the East Coast and the Midwest. And we got to play a couple of really good teams like Torrey Pines and La Jolla.
And you didn't win everything, but you did do very well.
Yes, there were actually 2 days of competition. The first on different sets. The first day we got second place.
How many days were there?
2.
Okay, this could take us about 20 minutes.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna...
But congratulations.
Yes.
Good for you. This is called Moving On.
Yeah.
Phil Yakashev, you're taking part in the World Affairs Challenge. I asked you before the show what that is. You said it's a challenge where we deal with world affairs, which was very helpful. So we could end the interview, or you could clarify it in 30 seconds or less.
All right, so what the World Affairs Challenge, it presents a certain theme that you have to collaborate with your teammates on, and you try to establish some sort of solution to one global crisis. For example, this year, the topic is water. So,
oh, wow, you'll have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, so water distribution, a lot of third world nations, they don't have access to
all that's going on in the Sudan and everything like that.
Sub-Saharan Africa.
Absolutely.
Last year, we took part in the competition as well. We won the overall competition.
Good for you. Okay, we usually say hello to your coach at this point, but he's not here today. But a charming tousle-haired portrait is here. So let's give a big hand in absentia for your coach, Chris Fleetus. Yeah. That is his old school photo, and we know it. All right, you guys, you're going to choose from 2 categories to play the collaboration round. You want Here's the Pitch or Stairmasters?
Here's the pitch.
Okay. I'll describe the plot. You name the play or movie. A young boy named Ralphie Parker only wants one thing for Christmas, a Red Ryder BB gun.
The gun.
It's called A Christmas Story. It plays 24/7 on Christmas week. So, a great king of Britain is ready to retire, and he decides to divide his realm among his 3 daughters.
King Lear.
Written by the same person who wrote A Christmas Story. No. Max Bialystock and Leo Bloom concoct a scheme to make money with a show guaranteed to flop.
Wait, no. This is
Leo Bloom.
The producers?
The producers?
That's correct. Vladimir and Estragon are perpetually pining a meeting that's not destined to
Waiting
be.
for Godot?
Godot, that's correct. A disgraced former president goes to the mat with a British interviewer.
Frost Nixon.
Frost Nixon?
Wonderful movie. There's a rivalry between the title character and the Emperor of Austria's court composer.
Oh, this is like Amadeus. Amadeus?
It is like Amadeus. It's Amadeus. And finally, the competition is intense. The words are hilarious. 6 kids face off in the battle of their lives.
Oh, God. Revenge of the Nerds.
Nah.
Revenge of the Nerds?
No, it's the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. And you earned 50 points at the end of that round. Congratulations. We'll move on to the 3-for-all after this. Don't go away.
Tournament champions will win an all-expense-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS.
everybody. I am waving to Vinay Viswanathan, who is on the Bellarmine team and came here to support his team in absence of Chris. And the reason he's in that audience is because he called 650-637-1936, our phone number, and got a free ticket, along with all these other people in the audience, including many celebrities. If you want to join them at a future taping, just call us. If you want to give us money to support us in our new season, call us as well. We'd love to hear from you. It's time for the three-for-all, gentlemen. In the three-for-all, I'm going to ask a question. It's a toss-up question. The first guy to buzz in and get it right gets to work with his team on 2 more questions that are related in the category. And if you score a correct answer, your point values rise from 10 to 15? 20. 10 to 20 to 25. 40? 10 to 40, 10 to 20 to 40. We're very loose today. 10 to 20 to 40, so you can really raise that score. And I am going to continue now with the questions and stop talking. Here's your first toss-up. What European city, famous for fashions and perfume, has, yes, Youngjun.
Paris.
Correct. I can't hear the buzzer. The next question is, what animated film featured a rat who emerged from the Parisian sewers to pursue his dreams of becoming a chef?
Ratatouille.
That's right, and for 40 points, the ratatouille served to Anton Ego was designed by what celebrity chef who was the owner of Yountville's French Laundry?
I think this is Wolfgang Puck.
Go for it.
Puck.
No, it's Thomas Keller, but you did score 20 points there. Here's the next toss-up. Puck, Ariel, Caliban, and Ophelia. Yes, Dawe.
The Tempest.
No. Are not just Shakespearean characters, they're moons of which gas giant? You don't have to buzz, you can talk it over.
Uranus? I don't think it's Saturn, I think it's Uranus. Okay. Uranus?
That is correct, for 20. The first 2 moons were discovered in 1787 by the same man who discovered Uranus. Name the man.
No, this one.
Flamseed?
Go with it. No. Flamseed?
No, it was William Herschel.
Herschel.
All right, here's the next toss-up. Massachusetts borders all of the New England states except which one? Youngjun.
Maine.
Correct, for 20 points. Which New England state would you visit if you wanted to take the Ben & Jerry's factory tour?
Vermont. Vermont.
Right, and for 40, in 2009, Ben & Jerry's celebrated Barack Obama's inauguration with what new flavor? A take on its classic buttered nut flavor.
Buttered communism.
You know?
We believe.
Buttered Rocky Road.
It's called Yes Pecan. Oh. Next toss-up. King Midas received the golden touch from which god of wine? Yes, Youngjun.
Dionysus.
Yes. Gold, along with purple and green, are the traditional colors of which New Orleans Bacchanalian festival?
This is Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
Correct. And for 40, Carnival season in New Orleans ends on Mardi Gras but begins on 12th night, which is always which day in January?
Solstice?
I think it's a number.
21st.
The 6th. Next toss-up. Thornton Wilder's Our Town is set in what fictional New England... Nikhil.
Grover's Corners?
Yes. In Our Town, what sport does George Gibb play?
Baseball. Baseball. Yeah. Baseball?
That is correct. For 40, a 2003 PBS adaptation of the play featured what late Oscar-winning actor in the role of the stage manager?
Late? Could that be Heath Ledger? I don't know.
Yeah, it could be Ledger, could be Newman.
Newman?
It was Paul Newman is correct for 40 points.
Good job.
Here's your next toss-up. At 605 feet tall, it was the tallest building west of the Mississippi when it was completed. Yes, Ankit.
St. Louis Arch.
No, I'm sorry. What structure, able to withstand 200-mile-per-hour winds and a 9.5 magnitude earthquake, dominates the Seattle skyline?
CN Tower? Or
No, the
what is it
needle.
called? The needle.
The Space Needle.
Space Needle.
That's right. For 20, for what 1962 event was the Space Needle and a companion monorail system constructed?
World's Fair.
World's Fair.
Right, and for 40, 2 years later, a World's Fair opened in New York City's Flushing Meadow. What nearby stadium that also opened in 1964 was retired in 2008?
The Meadowlands.
What is it?
Meadowlands. Meadowlands.
No, it was Shea Stadium.
Next day.
Here's the next toss-up. On April 12, 1889, over 50,000 people participated in the first land run to settle territory that later became part of what state? Nikhil.
Oklahoma?
Oh, Oklahoma, yes. Some people hid out early to get choice lands and earned what nickname now associated with Oklahoma?
Sooners?
Okay. Which Australian-born actor first came to fame in the 1998 West End revival of Oklahoma? It's like a spitting image of me.
Okay, Jackman? Jackman or Gibson? Jackman.
Jackman?
Hugh Jackman, you got it. You looked at me, you knew. 40 points. Give him a hand. A vocal critic of France's colonial policy, he dismissed the vast territory of New France as a few acres of snow. Yes, Kirk?
Voltaire.
Correct. You might need your glass half full to remember what alternate title for Candide.
Is it like The Optimist?
Sure.
The Optimist.
The Optimist.
That is correct. The half glass is half full. Good. The world's largest Optimist Club is located in what home of the Texas Rangers?
This is Arlington.
Arlington.
Correct for 40 points. Yay! Next toss-up. What 8,365-foot Skamania County stratovolcano is located in the Cascade Mountains? And yes, Youngjun.
Shasta.
No, and killed 57. You can talk. And killed 57 people when it erupted in 1980.
Mount St. Helens.
Right, for 20 points. What owner of the Mount St. Helens Lodge shared a name with a U.S. president?
Okay, well, we have 44 minus Obama, so Ford or Grant?
Ford.
Harry Truman.
Okay.
Hope, Cullinan, and Koh-i-Noor are names of what, Nikhil?
Diamonds.
Yes. Diamond is one of two forms of what element whose atomic number is 6?
Carbon.
Correct. The atomic number refers to the number of which elementary particle found in the nucleus?
Protons, right? Protons.
40 points. There you go. What mythical creature would devour anyone who couldn't answer her riddle? Youngjun.
Sphinx.
The Sphinx with the riddle was said to guard the entrance to which ancient Greek city?
Thebes. Thebes.
And which complex character finally solved the riddle of the Sphinx?
Oedipus.
40 points. There you go. What would a horror movie producer call a corpse reanimated by a voodoo dawe?
Zombie.
Between 1982 and 1984, ethnobotanist and anthropologist Dr. Wade Davis looked for evidence of real zombies in which Caribbean nation?
Is this the Bahamas or Jamaica?
Jamaica.
Haiti?
Haiti.
Well, I mean, it's voodoo, so I
Haiti.
Haiti.
That's right.
Nice.
In 2009, Seth Graham Smith published a mashup novel in which he placed a zombie epidemic into which Jane Austen novel?
Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies for 40. That's the end of the round. Looking at the score, 190 for Bellarmine, 260 for Mission San Jose. We'll be back for the final round in just a moment. Don't go away. One of these two teams is headed into our championship in 2 weeks. And it all comes down to the lightning round. Hands on your buzzers, gentlemen. Each question is worth 20 points. If you buzz and give me the correct answer, you'll score the points for your team. But if you give me the incorrect answer, you will lose those 20 points, and the other team has a chance to steal the points away. Good luck. I'm going to go right into it so you all have a chance to score. 260, 190. First question. This year, we'll see a flamenco dancing Buzz Lightyear in the second sequel, Dawe.
Toy Story.
Right. What kind of animal lives in a formicary? Nikhil.
An ant.
Yes. L-DOPA is the most widely used treatment for what movement disorder? Nikhil.
Parkinson's.
Correct. What is the name of the Rembrandt masterpiece painted in 1642 and now hanging in the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam that features Nikhil?
The Night Watch.
Right. In the Western Hemisphere, the third most populous English-speaking country is what site of Montego Bay, Kingston? Yes, Youngjun.
Jamaica.
Right. Glacial troughs that have fallen below sea level create which narrow U-shaped valley? Yes, Youngjun.
Fjords.
Right. A cute but inaccurate legend claims that the name of what San Gabriel Valley University town is a compaction, yes, Phil?
San Luis Obispo?
No, of the phrase, it has everything from A to Z in the USA.
Pass.
Azusa. What war sparked by an alleged insult to Count Benedetti known as the Ems Dispatch began? Yes, Kirk.
Franco-Prussian War?
Right. What structure comes in these types? Truss, cantilever, yes, Youngjun.
Bridge.
Yes. Phalanx means a group of soldiers, but phalanges are what part? Yes, Youngjun.
Spears.
No. What part of the body?
Hands. Hands.
No, they are bones in the fingers and toes. In May 1975, President Gerald Ford ordered U.S. forces to rescue the crew of the U.S. merchant ship Mayaguez after it had been seized by what revolutionary forces? Yes, Kirk.
Cameroon?
No. From what country?
The Khmer Rouge from Cambodia? Khmer Rouge from Cambodia?
That is right. You know what? We're going to throw that one out because I asked the wrong question.
Yeah. Okay.
What spa in Meriwether County, Georgia was home to the Little White House? Warm Springs. In 1846, William Morton was the first person to use an anesthetic more complex than biting on a bullet or taking a slug of whiskey. What gas did he use? Phil.
Oh, no, laughing gas?
No. You can steal.
Do you know this?
Ether?
Ether, but I want to say that. Ether. Do you want to say
Go for it.
Ether?
That's right. Yeah. What kind of celestial event are you observing if you're watching the Leonids or Perseids? Yes.
Meteor showers.
That's correct, Nikhil. In the game of bowling, what score do you receive for a perfect game? Phil.
300.
Right. On January 15, 2010, parts of Asia witnessed what type of solar eclipse in which sun appears as a small ring around the moon? Yes.
Annular solar eclipse?
Correct. But butyric and palmitic acids, which have no double bonds and contain as many hydrogen atoms. Yes, Nikhil?
Saturated? Saturated fats?
Yes, that's right. In Morse code, what does this spell out? Dit, 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 da, 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 Nikhil.
SOS?
Right. This year, for the first time, applicants to Tufts University have the option to submit their essay in what form? Nikhil?
Text message?
No.
No.
I don't want to say anything. Pass.
A YouTube video. Claiming it was the thinking center of the continent and therefore of the planet, Oliver Wendell Holmes often promoted what city in his writings? Boston. Before this city was called Istanbul, it was known as, Nikhil?
Constantinople?
No. Before it was known as Constantinople. Well, what was his name before that?
Istanbul? Wasn't
That's
no answer. Pass.
Byzantium. Oliver Wolcott was the second Secretary of the Treasury for what president whose cabinet also... That's the end of the game. 270 for Bellarmine. Mission San Jose is moving into the final game. Congratulations, gentlemen. Thank you both teams for playing. We will see you next week for the next Final Four match. Bye-bye.
The following underwriters helped to make this program possible: San Mateo Credit Union, Kaiser Permanente, Samtrans. Additional support provided by the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, the Knights Templar,